Hi. Hello. Come on in. It's Wednesday, May 1st. Wow. I don't know where the season has gone. We are seriously into spring down here in Midwest Arizona. We're in the high 80s and low 90s every single day. And we so far have already had one day where we hit 100 degrees for about 10, 15 minutes and then it went away. Way too soon for three-digit temperatures. Anyway, to those of you that have been here before, welcome back. To those of you that are new, hi. My name is Connie, and you've just entered Connie's Little Corner. All you newbies can go down below. If you have not yet done so, you can download the TEMU application or the TEMU app um, from my link, and you will also find my code below, which will get you 30% off your first order and a $100 coupon bundle to use on future purchases. Now, all those of you who are not new, stay tuned to the end of this video, and I'm going to tell you a little secret on how you can re-become a newbie on Temu and get the benefits that newcomers get. So stay with me. Today we have a small sponsored order. When I say small, it's only got 5 items, but it's sponsored. And I want to say thank you to Temu for doing that. They've provided me with some nice springtime things. And then the second half of this video is going to be acrylic press-on nails. We're going to go over the 5 different methods that you can use to attach Temu's press-on nails, and we're going to put them to the test. I have everything all set up. You can't see it. It's down here. I have everything all set up. We're going to use a different method on each finger of my right hand, and I'm doing my right hand simply because I'm left-handed. And even though I'm ambidextrous, it's a little easier for me to do things quickly using my left hand. So all 5 methods we're going to use. I've gotten some feedback from you guys onto what you've tried and what's worked for you. I know what has and has not worked for me, but I figured I'm going to put it. So this is kind of like a little mini tips and tricks that's going to be added to the end of this sponsored haul. And yeah, it's tips. Get it? Nail tips. Never mind. Okay, let's get started with this little sponsored haul. If you are new, you probably may not be aware that Temu is an online marketplace, very much like Amazon, except for there's no annual membership fee. In most cases, there's low or no requirements to get free shipping, and they have an enormous amount of pretty much everything but food. All right, did I price this? Oh, no, I didn't price any of these things because it's sponsored, but the links and the prices will be below. This is another sundress, and boy, I want you to look at this material. Look close. Look at the stitch. Before I show you the pattern, look at the stitching. Got a little bit of stretch to it. It's got a really nice hemline stitching, which I'll show you. Rolled over hem, double stitched. That's what we look for, right? The better the thread count for and we know this is polyester, guys. Come on. The better the thread count for the polyester, the softer it feels. And this is soft. And this is just a cute little summer sundress. I love that it has a sunflower and it has the red, white, and blue design. It's very flowy. It runs true to size. Now it is a tad sheer, not super sheer. So if I wear a white padded camisole underneath it and a pair of the white spandex shorts you saw me get a few days ago, then this will be an absolutely beautiful outfit. Isn't that gorgeous? Love the pattern, vibrant colors, absolutely love the colors. The material is great. I've had no complaints with these tank type um, sundresses. I find that the ones that are tank type typically are the very, very soft, really almost feel, I don't know if you can see the weave in that. Can you see the lines in there? That's what cotton looks like, right? When you have something cottony, you see the lines and it's wrinkled. That's a good sign. When it comes to Temu and their materials, wrinkled is good. All right, let's get on to the next one. Now, this is a top. Bear with me a second here. I keep looking for prices because I'm so used to putting prices on things. I just don't do that for sponsored orders. Fell in love with this because this is seriously boho. Look at this top. Can you see the design in it? The spaghetti straps. It's gathered in the front. All right, to give it that little tuck. It's got a nice, wonderful flow to it, and it's got a scarf bottom. Beautiful scarf bottom. You can see the white lining on the inside. You can see the folded over double hems. Beautiful stitching on this. Absolutely beautiful. Nice look. Feels wonderful. This feels like a cotton t-shirt. And the inside, that's what's important to me, is how it feels up against my skin. This is really, really nice. It comes in a whole bunch of different colors. Absolutely loving it. And yes, it is long enough to cover the Netherlands. It's not a sundress, but I can easily and comfortably wear it with either a skirt or a pair of shorts or a pair of biker shorts. Really, really nice. Absolutely love it. I was in a toss-up between the red and the one that looked like a denim blue, but I would rather have this color than a fake denim. So really cool. Love the paisley print. Very much 60s and 70s true boho. That's me, right? You know me. I'm a baseball cap, wig wearing, tank top wearing, big boho earrings. This is all TEMU. TEMU hat, and then I added this leopard patch, TEMU earrings, TEMU shirt, and a TEMU iron-on that says dead inside but caffeinated. And I have TEMU capris on as well. So yeah, take that, TEMU. All right. What else we got? Oh, you know me and the night dresses. You know how much I love them, right? I saw this and I thought this was the most elegant thing I have seen on TEMU when it comes to night dresses. And y'all know I have a lot, but I could not resist this one. This beautiful green with gray and purple and black flowers on it. Look at this. Lettuce hem on the bottom. And yes, it's wrinkled. It's got wrinkles everywhere. It's so soft. Nice lining, beautiful stitching. The sleeves are not adjustable, but it does run true to size. And the back hem is a little bit longer than the front, which is the way it should be. I don't know if you can see it here. Let me hold it up for you. Okay, so the back does run just a touch longer than the front. Got a minute. Come on, we got booty, right? So we got to have that extra material in the back that goes over and around and down to cover the booty. But I love it. I fell in love with the colors. It's a purplish gray. It's not a purple. It's not a gray. It's a purplish gray. And it's this beautiful shade of green. I just absolutely, what can I say? I love this. It's just, seriously, it's the nicest one I've seen. And I have a lot, and I think they're all nice. But there's something about this that has like a little bit of class to it. More class than sass. Let's put it that way, right? And you know me, I can be very, very sassy. Speaking of sassy, look at this top. I saw this and I'm like, am I too old for this? And I thought, no, I'm not. As long as I have the proper bottoms on with this, I'm not too old for this, because I don't have, if I put on something that comes to my waist, I don't have a belly that hangs over my waistline yet. Hoping that I don't, because I'm working on trying not to do that. But I still have a waistline. And I saw this and I'm like, I have to get it. It's a tube top. Look at this gorgeous shade of mint green. And the bottom is lacy. The bottom half is very lacy. And yes, the bottom half is sheer. If I put my hands inside of it, you can see my hand through it. But it's not totally sheer. It's kind of like suggestive sheer, if that's a definition. So basically you can, You'll see a little bit through it, but you won't see a lot. All right, but it is sheer there. It's not sheer where it counts. And again, I know this looks small, but look at the stretch in this. Serious stretch. Okay. I love this. I just love it. I love this mint green. It actually goes with the porch out here, so I have to be careful I don't blend in. But something about the laciness of it, and this is extremely soft, really, really soft. This is beautifully made. I don't know if this has any kind of a blend to it. I don't even think there's a label in here. Let me look. Oh, there we go. It says 95% polyester and 5% elastane. But it doesn't feel bad. It feels, seriously, you would not be disappointed with this. This feels nice. This is soft. So I'm going to be bold. I'm going to be daring. And I'm going to wear the tube top. And I'll put a nice pair of shorts or something underneath it. And yeah, loving it. I've always been a tube top wearer. And the older I get, I find the more comfortable I am if I'm not all wrapped up in clothes. I've never been one to be completely covered anyway. Go there, will we? No, let's not go there. All right. And the last item from the sponsored haul, which I finally got, and you know I've all been wanting one forever, is a gray baseball cap. It took forever for me to find. I hope you can't hear these crinklies because I'm really making a lot of noise. It took me forever to find a basic gray baseball cap that was under $5. I don't know, but finally found one. It was like 2 inch, maybe 248, 250, something like that. It was not expensive, but it's part of a sponsored order. It's got the vent holes all the way around. It's got the Velcro adjustable back, which I prefer over the plastic backs because it's so much easier and quicker to adjust it than having to do the snaps. I do like the buckle ones. I just don't like the snap ones. So this is good. Nice, solid reinforced brim, excellent stitching. I love their hats. So this one, I did order a couple of iron-ons. This one may get some puppy prints on it. I'm not sure, but I finally have a gray baseball cap to go with my collection. I couldn't be happier. Does it show? Ah! Okay. So that's the sponsored haul. That's it. 5 items, but I absolutely love them. Tops, sundresses, night dress. Yeah, amazing stuff. I have 2 more orders coming. Excuse me, 3 more orders coming. I'm not too worried. TEMU has been running a little slower lately, and they're getting really, really close to it taking them like a full 2 weeks to get the orders to me, but I'm getting them. I do have an order set aside to do with mom. And in case you hadn't noticed yet in my playlist, I have a new playlist called Sunday with Mama, and it's MOMMA. So Sunday with Mama, and I want to thank one of my viewers. I'm not going to say your name because you didn't give me permission to identify you, but she had sent me a little message. She had made a comment that said, when I get together and do the videos with mom, in her household, she subtitles them Sundays with Mama, MAMA, and Sunday with an S. And I told her, I said, I'm going to steal this, but not without your permission. So she said, absolutely. She gave me permission. So I modified it a little bit to Sunday with Mama, the way that I spell it and I refer to. So that's a new playlist. Check it out. I have an order set aside for the upcoming Sunday with Mama series or episodes or whatever you want to call them. It's like a little TV channel. It's like kind of like stay tuned cliffhanger. What's Sunday with Mama going to be like next? So anyway, let's get on to the nail thing. And I'm going to show you, first I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what I picked out. I am going to be doing the bright orange nails with the hippie flowers on it. That's what I felt like doing this week. It's just been warm and beautiful. I have nothing that requires me putting on gloves, nothing other than regular housework to do. So I'm not going to be using and abusing my nails by doing some crazy stuff. So normal home activities, dusting, vacuuming, mopping, cleaning up messes, doing laundry, doing dishes, making the bed. You get it, right? Normal stuff that everybody would do. So the first one I'm going to do on this pinky, I'm going to use just the stickies that the press-ons come with. On the ring finger, I'm going to use the stickies they come with, and around the edge of the finger, not in the middle, but around the edge of the finger, I'm also going to use nail glue. So I'm going to double up. On the middle finger, I'm going to do this with all acrylic, as if I was doing my own nails, like in a salon. You get a tip, they put it on, you do the whole acrylic powder, the whole bit. So the middle finger, because that's the one I'm roughest on, I'm going to do that as an acrylic tip. And I've already cut and shaped the tip to do it that way. On my pointer finger, I'm going to do all glue, just regular nail glue, not the stickies, just regular nail glue. And on my thumb, I'm going to do the gel glue that you saw me get recently. So 5 different applications for each finger. So let's get started with the pinky. I got to put my list over here so I don't lose track of what I'm doing. Don't fall down. Please don't fall down. It's going to fall down. Okay. So the pinky is just the stickies. And I have everything all set in this little tray right here, what goes on each finger, and I'm hiding everything under here. All right. So this is the pinky. I've already picked out the glue sticky and put it inside the nail. And my nails have already been roughed up. I've done that ahead of time. What I tend to do, I don't put the sticky on my nail and then try to peel the backing off because it comes off in pieces. I put it inside the nail, and then using my tweezers, I go in and I grab that little tab. I try to grab that little tab. It's not always easy. And I pull straight down, and the entire plastic coating comes off, leaving the sticky intact. And then all I have to do is press it onto my nail. Quick and easy. I like to hold it for maybe about 10 seconds or so, just to make sure that it has a chance to get a good grip on it. And then I'd be very, very careful not to bang it or do anything with it. Now, one of the things I'm also going to be doing is I wrote down today's date. This is the date I'm putting them on, May 1st. And then I have them listed 1 through 4, just as what I described to you up above. When did they pop off or when did they fall off? So between now and Sunday, because I'm going to do it until Sunday, until Mom is here, and because that's our next video, and then I can show you. Between now and Sunday, then I'll let you know how each one did, and you'll be able to tell by what's left on my right hand. My left hand, I'm going to do all acrylic as if I was in the salon, and I expect they better stay on. All right, let's move on to the ring finger. The ring finger says stickies and edge on the glue. So I've already got the sticky on the inside. Again, I'm going to grab my little tweezers. And when you do the sticky, make sure you don't measure the sticky by the width of the nail. Measure the sticky by your nail, because that sticky is going to curve. And you don't want to find a sticky that's exactly the same size as your nail. You want to go up one size so it accommodates for the curve in your nail. And I don't know if you all realize that. All right, so let's get in here, grab this. Oh, that one came out nicely. All right, so there's the plastic. Now, before I put it on my finger, I got my nail glue. I'm going to go just around the outer edge and apply a little bit of glue. Just around the outer edge, but not in the middle, because I'm going to let the sticky do the work. Okay, put the nail on, and I always make sure that my cuticles are pushed back and the nail is centered. There we go. All right, so that one's on. I'm just going to hold it here. Oh, hold on. I got to cap my glue so it doesn't dry out. I'm just going to hold it for a few seconds. So this is number 2, pinky and ring finger. I'm going to do the pointer next. The way I'm doing them in the order is what goes quickest as to what's going to take me longer to do. So I'm going to do the pointer next. All right, there we go. Those are the first 2. Next comes the pointer. Now, the pointer again is going to be all glue. So I'm going to use my acrylic glue, and this is what I use when I put my acrylic tips on. I'm going to use this, and I don't put this on my finger. I put it on the nail, right? And you don't want to put too much, because if you put too much, it won't get tacky, it won't dry out. So you need just enough. Usually it just takes a drop, and then you just spread that drop around inside the nail area and pop it onto your finger. And again, you want to make sure that your cuticles are pushed back. You're going to want to hold it for a little bit. Ooh, I can already feel that squeezing on my finger. This is the best nail glue, by the way. This KDS, this is the absolute best nail glue ever. The second best nail glue is this little blue bottle. And I think this one you can get on TEMU. I don't know about the KDS. You might have to just do the search for the KDS, but if you can find it, get it. It lasts forever and it's strong. I've had nails rip off, shall we say, because the glue is just so strong. Okay, so there's the third finger. 3 down, 2 to go. All right. So now we're going to do the thumb, and the thumb is going to be the gel glue. And where's my gel? All right. So I got the gel glue. I don't know if you remember these when I did the tips and tricks for the nails. This is like a toothpick, but it has a little wrap of cotton on the end of it. This is what I'm going to use to trim the excess gel away. If you have another tool, I use this sometimes. I think I used this last week when I showed you. Or you can use the end of a regular toothpick. You don't necessarily have to get the ones with the cotton. I like the ones with the cotton because they grab and hold things. So it's easier to pull things off. All right. So these are on. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Gel is, what did I just say? The thumb. All right. I got to find the thumbnail down here. Got the thumbnail. Got the gel. And remember, my nails are already prepped. They already have been filed down. So let's get into this gel. Now when I did the gel nails in the last demonstration, they only lasted maybe a day or so. But that's on me because I was doing stuff and I was really rough. And the day after is when I was planting my corn. And of course, digging down and trenching and whatnot. Yeah, that was just crazy. All right. So you take enough on the end because you got to remember you're going to actually put pressure to spread it out underneath. So I'm not going to take a lot. I'm going to just grab a little bubbles worth. There you go. And you see that little bubbles worth on the end? That's all I'm grabbing. And then starting at the cuticle, I am going to push it down so that it spreads. And I'm going to push it down hard enough that I don't know if I have any excess that'll come out on the sides or not. Oh, yep, there we go. Because I want to make sure, and you can adjust the nail on your finger to wherever you need to set it, because this has to be set with this. So I'm getting it onto my nail first. Okay, now I'm going to trim off the excess that came out. There we go. And I'm putting the excess right back in to the jar. You can see it didn't even stick. It went right back into the little container. And then I'm going to give it one extra little push to make sure that it truly is down there and positioned where I want it to be, that I'm not getting a lot of excess on the sides coming out anymore. And you can see there's a little bit coming up in the back. So that tells me it's covering the entire nail underneath. All right, positioned properly. Before you do anything else, close up your gel so that it does not dry out. You don't want it to dry out, so you get it closed up. Now I'm going to plug this in. Oh, I got it on the first try. All right, open this up. Plug it into the back of here. This has to be for 1 full minute. Turn this on. There we go. And let it set under my nail for 1 full minute. So I'm watching the computer count down. And this is just a regular portable little UV light that I did get this light on TEMU. So this gel needs light therapy. I think this little light device was only like $1 or $2. I mean, it was relatively, really cheap. And now they even have ones out there that are like pens, and they're little ultraviolet light pen where you can fix one nail and just pinpoint a nail. I also do have a bigger unit that I've had for quite a while that I can stick my entire hand into as UV light. All right, so that was 30 seconds because this goes off after 30 seconds. And we're going to give it another 30 seconds. I don't feel anything different. I don't know how this is going to, there's no way to know if it's curing other than obviously as you use your nail and your nail either stays on or doesn't stay on. All right, so we're almost done with this. Got a few more seconds. And then we can get into the heavy duty application, which is the acrylic method, as if you were to go into a salon and they were going to put tips on your fingers. And you had to go through the whole process of the tips, the filing, the acrylic powder, the sanding, the buffing, the whole bit to get a full set of acrylic nails. All right, that's a full minute. Well, it feels like it's on there pretty good. All right, I'm going to unplug that so it doesn't drain the computer anymore. Fold down, set it aside. Okay, we are now ready for the last one. We've got 4 on. We've got the thumb, the pinky, the ring finger. And again, these are all been done with different methods. So the last method is going to be acrylic, using the acrylic powder, the monomer, the glue, the primer, and of course the tip. Now, these tips, because they're made to go all the way down to the cuticle, as you know, when you go into the salon and you have, hold on, let me grab something from in here, and you get your tips done, they're not, ah, they're not shaped like these are because they don't go all the way down. They only go on the tip, and then the acrylic gets filled in below, right? All right. So what I did was I took my clippers and backwards, not this way to where the front is facing me. I did it this way to where the flat part is facing me. And I put the nail in here at an angle and cut it. And when I did that, it gave me the curved shape. All right, so I want you to see the difference. Curved that I cut, beings rounded the way it comes. So you can see how I cut the round off and I made it into a tip. I'm going to treat this exactly as I would any other acrylic. I've got everything ready here. So let's do this. All right. Okay. Got my glue. And as you would do with any other tip, you only put a little bit of glue on the very end where it's going to attach to the end of your fingernail. Just a little tiny bit. And you center it over your nail. And you press and hold. Okay. So it's on as a tip. Now I have already buffed everything down. I'm going to use my primer. Primer basically makes the nail area, the exposed nail area, sticky so that it can actually take the tip that you're putting on. And I use the primer that is acidless. You see where this says acidless primer? Because it doesn't burn, it doesn't sting, it doesn't cause any kind of dermatitis or reaction. So if you go to a salon and you start getting a reaction around your cuticles, you get that itch and then it turns red and it gets puffy. That's because they are using an acid-based primer. Make sure when you go in to get your nails done, you tell them that you want an acidless, no acid in the primer. If they use primer that has acid, they must take alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and spray your fingers immediately to counteract any possibility of there being a problem. Okay? Now, hold on. Because the tip is a little bit raised, can you see that it's a little raised? I'm just going to rough the edge of it very carefully. I don't want to take off the pattern. I'm just going to very lightly just rough up the edge where it meets my finger. And you can see how it's staying on even after I did that, right? Okay. Clear acrylic powder. I don't want to hide the design. I just want to cover it to hold it onto my finger. Clear powder. Looks white, but it dries clear. Monomer. Monomer is always purple. I don't even understand how the monomer doesn't stay purple or color, but it doesn't. Monomer is just the adhesive that binds the acrylic to your finger. Make sure your brush is nice and clean. Okay. Now, I'm doing this down here, but I'll try to hold it up here to show you. I'm just going to wet my brush, put a little bit of the monomer on there to help everything stick. Then I'm going to dip my brush into my acrylic powder, getting my powder on the end of the brush and applying it here, pressing it down into place so that it comes to my cuticle, but it also comes to the acrylic tip I just put on. And that's what I'm doing. I'm treating this as if it was an acrylic tip that was being applied in a salon. And then I'm going to press it and draw it out so that it joins over the tip. And I showed you all how to do this, so can you see that it's now connected? But I'm going to go all the way up to the top with it. So I need a little bit more. Not too much, a little bit more. Where I left off. Just spread it on, pull it out to the end, because I want the end to be strong. I don't want the end to start chipping and breaking. There we go. Give my brush a little clean out. And then I'm going to build it up just a tad more. It's important that it have that strength so that it does not crack, chip, or separate. And drag it out. Now I'm not going to break out my big fancy Dremel to buff this. I'm just going to do this by hand because, as you can see, I didn't make a mess of anything. But I want you to look at the tip. You can still completely see the pattern, but now it's attached, and you see how much thicker it is than these because it's got the acrylic over the top of it. So that is that, as they say. I usually just give a little extra. Now I'm looking at the tip here and it's really, really thin, and I'd like it to be a little thicker. So again, this is something you have to do by eye and by practice. So when you need to make sure that you build it up, that's exactly what you do. You just keep adding a little till you build it up to where you want it to be. Make sure there's plenty on the sides. go. Nothing behind. Okay, can you see? Do you see any difference between the two tips? This is the point. This is the ring finger. And the ring finger was with the stickies and the regular glue. But this middle finger has now been completely coated in acrylic. And the only difference you're seeing is that the pattern is not down here on the bottom. If it was, I would not be able to fill the acrylic in to come across the two pieces. And I'm okay with the pattern only being on the tip. If you want the pattern to go completely on your nail, then you have to put a quick coat of the acrylic powder, all right, and then attach the nail. In other words, stick the nail into the acrylic. But I didn't lose, look, I didn't lose any color. Absolutely no color lost. So there's the 5. Give me just a second here because the last thing I want to happen is for my brush to get all gunked and solid. And while I straighten this up, it'll give me an opportunity. I am making a mess down here that you can't see. Thank God. Cleaning my brush. I've got a little bit of brush cleaner down here. I'm just dipping it in, wiping it down, right? Reshaping it to make sure that it stays clean, doesn't have any gunk on it, and then sealing it up in here. What I do, I seal it up when it's wet because it keeps it moist. And no, it doesn't get all nasty and whatnot, like some people would think it does. It does not do that. All right, so let's recap. Pinky is just the stickies. And when I say just the stickies, I mean these things that come with the nails. The ring finger is the stickies where I put a circle of glue around the edge, but not in the center where the stickies go. The middle finger is 100% acrylic attached, glue, cut to shape, glued down, and covered in the acrylic as if I was in the salon. The pointer is all glue, nothing but nail glue, no stickies, just this. And the thumb is the gel. So we will see how these hold up. Yes, this one, after it dries thoroughly, I will buff it, file it, and make it nice and smooth. But you know what? You look at it like this, can you actually tell that there isn't a pattern on the bottom of my finger? Because you can't really see the pattern down here. And I didn't change it. Same thing here. The pattern shows at the top. So I'm okay with that. I am going to do the other hand, but I'm going to do the other hand all acrylic, just like I did the middle finger. And I'm holding it up this way because I don't want to flip anybody off. Okay, so those are the 5 ways that you can try to attach your nails to see what works best for you. And on Sunday with Mama, I will show you this hand. I am not going to make any of these stay on. If they start to lift and come off, then they're considered off. If they don't stay exactly as they are right now, I will write down how long they last. In other words, what day did they come off or how long, if it's a matter of hours, whatever, how long did they come off? Right now it's mid-afternoon. It's not quite 12:30 on May 1st in the afternoon. So that's what I'm going to mark it at. I'm going to put everything as being completed on the 30th. These look great. I'm anxious to see what stays on. Okay, the little surprise as I promised at the end. Now, for those of you that are already avid TEMU shoppers, let me ask you a question and be honest with yourself about this. Can you not shop at TEMU for 16 days? Just 16 days. If you can do that, then you have an opportunity to be considered a resubscriber, right? In other words, cancel your TEMU account. Make sure you've used up all your credits. You don't have any credits outstanding. Don't lose your credits. Make sure you don't have any credits outstanding. And as soon as you're done and your credits are clear, close your TEMU account. Cancel it. Just close it. Make sure all your orders have been shipped and your cart is empty and just basically there's nothing lingering. Close your account. The day after you close your account is considered day 1, not the day you do it. So if you close it today, tomorrow is day 1. 16 days would put you to May 18th. Now, if you can go 16 days, and I say 16 days to make sure that you don't go back so much as 1 day, 1 hour, or 1 minute early, because TEMU takes it that specifically. Close your account, wait 16 days. Then, because I'm telling you this, all right, go to any of my videos, go down and grab my link. Click on my link. My code will be there. Re-download the app from my link. That's a courtesy because I'm telling you this stuff, okay? What happens is all of a sudden you become a new user. You're a return user. You will get the same $100 coupon bundle that brand new newbies get that have never been with TEMU. You will also get 30%, and this is not a secret. This stuff is posted. You will also get 30% off your first order for coming back with TEMU, and you'll get some extra free gifts for returning. And all you have to do is close out your TEMU account, cancel your account for 16 days. On the 16th day, remember, start the day after you cancel, count 15 days, let them pass, and then on day 16, go to my link, re-download the app, and presto. So for those of you that have been complaining, and there's a lot of us that are complaining, this is a way to help you start fresh. In other words, get 30% because nobody's getting any good coupons. And no, I'm not putting anything out there that's crooked or illegal or immoral. This is TEMU's policy. And if you send me a direct message to my email, konneeslittlecorner@gmail.com, I will send you screenshots to prove that you can do this. This is above board. I'm just sharing information that TEMU doesn't typically make public, but it is out there. You just got to know where to find it. So I stand behind this. It's legit. Save yourself 30% off. Get a really good coupon bundle to get you going again. All right. And you'll get yourself also some free items. I share this with you because I know what you're all going through. I know what all your complaints have been about. I complained about the same thing. And yes, I did this. Even as a TEMU influencer, I stopped shopping for 15 days. I made sure that on day 16, I was clear. And then I came back. And it meant that I couldn't get any sponsored orders. I was not active in their influencer program. I was not actively shopping. But it was worth it to me to find out, did it really work? Could you guys really, really do this? And guess what? You can, right? So think about it. It's a personal choice. If you're hesitant and you want proof, you drop me a direct message and just simply ask me, could I please have the screenshots for what I would get as a returning user? In a heartbeat, I will get them back to you same day. Oh, unless, of course, you're emailing me in the middle of the night. But you'll get a response within 24 hours, okay? So that's it. If you've enjoyed the sponsored haul from TEMU, the tutorial on the 5 different methods on how to attach press-on nails, right, and a little bit of information to help you out with your orders and financially, please, by all means, give me a big thumbs up. Remember to share because it's the views. It's the number of people that view that help my channel grow and the subscribers. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please remember it's free. It doesn't cost anything. Subscription and the notification bell, simply lets you know when I'm going to be back up, or if I post a comment, something in my community posts, or when Mom is going to be with me so that we have our Sunday with Mama videos. All right. So like, share, subscribe, notification, and don't forget to come back. Right. So as always, stay hydrated. Above all else, please stay sweet. And I will catch you again on Sunday with Mama.